What's up, everybody? So I'm coming back at you with another video, and this one is going to be about Don Russell. I heard rumors that the judge granted the reimbursement of his bail fees, or the judge allowed him an order whereby he could file the bail on his taxes. I'm not able to find such an order. As a matter of fact, I'm not able to find any order relating to the last motion that he's filed. The only thing that I can actually find is that he's actually gotten a lawyer now in this case, and it looks like the lawyer will probably take hold, or the lawyer will probably take charge of the case from here on out. I'm not sure what the situation is, whether or not Don Russell wants a lawyer or whether or not they're forcing a lawyer on him. But as I told you from the last video I did, the letter that he wrote basically is going to allow the judge to, or the court, to claim that he's not mentally stable, and they're going to be able to force a lawyer on him. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if they've actually forced a lawyer or he's actually just went out and gotten his own lawyer. All I know is that there is a lawyer appearing in this case for him. Now, with that said, it looks like the charges against him has been updated. The stakes are high. They're trying to take him down. There's also another filing, which I'm not going to get into. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll put that filing in there. But basically, they're tying him into R. Kelly. This is old news. Everybody knows about it. I'm a little late to the party with this. But let's just look at the fresh filing of the charges. And when I say fresh, I mean a week ago, so I guess it's not that fresh, but it's not stale either, right? So here we are, United States District Court, Eastern District of New York, United States of America, against Don Russell, also known as Don Russell. Sorry, Donnell Russell, also known as Don Russell, also known as Colin Dunn, right? So the grand jury charges interstate stalking on or about and between November 2018, February 2020, both dates being approximate and inclusive, with the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere. The defendant, Donald Russell, also known as Don Russell, and Colin Dunn, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally use the mail, interactive computer service, electronic communication service, and electronic communication system of interstate commerce and a facility of interstate commerce to engage in a course of conduct that attempted to cause, and would reasonably be expected to cause substantial emotional distress to Jane Doe, an individual whose identity is known to the grand jury, and an immediate family member of Jane Doe, with the intent to harass and intimidate Jane Doe and the immediate family of Jane Doe. Title 18, United States Code, Sections 2261A, 2B, 2261B, 5, 2, and 3551. So, with that said, and that's basically going to be the stalking statute, the federal stalking statute. So, with that said, we already know who this Jane Doe is. I don't want the feds coming after me for revealing the grand jury's witness, but everybody already knows who it is. I'm not even going to say the name. It's going to be interesting how things are going to play out for Don. I find it interesting that they're printing fresh charges on Don. And if they're printing fresh charges on Don, the way my mind is working is that maybe they're not getting the cooperation that they want to get out of Don. So they're like, you know what? We're going to print you some fresh charges. We're going to smack that on to the other charges we have, and we're going to see how you like that. We're going to see if that motivates you to cooperate. That's kind of my thinking on this. Or the thinking could be along those same lines, but maybe they're thinking if they print out some fresh charges and smack it onto his case, maybe they're setting the environment up for him to cop a plea, right? So we already went over what a plea deal would mean. We already went over the verbiage of a plea deal and how you get a plea deal and what you would potentially have to give up to get a plea deal. But to me, the fact that they are producing fresh charges means to me, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, leave your comments below, leave your thoughts below, let me know what you're thinking. But to me, it seems like he's not cooperating. Because if he was cooperating, why would they print fresh charges? If they got what they wanted from him, in my mind, they would be thinking, okay, Don, you played ball. You're a good, good little boy. We're going to go ahead and just cut you loose. Just make sure you show up in court and you do what we tell you to do, and everything's going to be good. That didn't happen. To me, that didn't happen because they're trumping up charges. They're cutting fresh charges for him. So you guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Don is cooperating? Do you think Don will break? Do you think Don will cop a plea? Let me know what you think. Questions and comments below. And let's look at this other document, but I'm going to admit I'm late to the party on this document. Just give me a second here. Let me get it. So here is the document where it shows that his new attorney is making an appearance on his behalf. United States District Court, Eastern District of New York, United States of America, against Don Russell. Please take notice that Assistant United States Attorney Nadia I. Shahada from this point forward will be added, as counsel in the above captured matter. All future correspondence to the United States in the above captured matter should be sent to her, right? And then here's another appearance by yet another lawyer, and basically it says United States District Court, Eastern District of New York, United States of America against Don Russell. Please take notice that the Assistant United States Attorney Maria Cruz Melendez from this point forward will be added as counsel in the above captured matter. All future correspondence in the United States in the above captured matter should be sent to her, right? So he has two lawyers. Now, to me, they appear to be public defenders because they're with the United States federal government, basically. So you guys let me know if these are public defenders or not. To me, it appears that way. Let me know what you think. And then finally, the last piece of information, which is pretty old information, everybody knows about this. They're trying to merge, or they're trying to combine Don's case with R. Kelly's case, right? Pursuant to Local Rule 50.3.2, the government hereby notifies the court that the above captioned case Russell is presumptively related to the United States v. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Local Rule 50.3.2 B1 provides for presumption that one case is related to the other when the facts of each arise out the same charged criminal schemes, transactions, or events, even if different defendants are involved in each case. Local Rule 50.3.2C1 directs the United States Attorney Office to give notice to all relevant judges whenever it appears that one case may be presumptively related to another, pursuant to Section B1. This letter constitutes the notice directed by Local Rule 50.3.2C1. This case is presumptively related to R. Kelly because of the facts of Russell case arise out of the same criminal events as charged in Kelly. Specifically, in Russell is charged with interstate stalking of a witness in Kelly, including after the individual was disclosed as a victim in Kelly. While Kelly is not currently charged with interstate stalking of the witness, the government expects that Kelly trial, the government will present evidence regarding Kelly's knowledge and involvement in Russell's conduct, underlining the interstate stalking charge as evidence regarding the racketeering enterprise charge in Kelly. As the case is presumptively related, the government respectfully submits that reassignment would be appropriate, as it would likely result in a significant savings of judicial resources and serve the interests of justice. So this is interesting, and I have to admit, when I first heard about this, I didn't really pay it that much attention because I was really busy with a lot of other stuff. And this is interesting. So you print fresh charges, and then on that same day, you combine Don's case to R. Kelly's case. That's really interesting. So maybe they don't need Don to testify. I mean, they don't need Don to cooperate because what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to first prove that Don was guilty, and then in the process of proving Don was guilty, they're going to try to link him to R. Kelly, and then once they link him to R. Kelly, they're going to basically be able to substantiate more charges against R. Kelly. So, in other words, they're bridging these two cases to make their case against R. Kelly strong. That's essentially what they're doing. Now, the only thing I'm trying to figure out now, so I don't know, because I think I said earlier in this video, it looks like Don wasn't cooperating. I'm going to play devil's advocate. Is it possible that Don has already cooperated? Is it possible that he's already cooperated and that's why they're merging these trials? I kind of don't think that theory works because they've printed out fresh charges for Don. And if they had Don's cooperation, they would need to print fresh charges. They would just need him to simply show up to court. And once he shows up to court, they just put him on the stand and just say, hey, what was your relationship to R. Kelly? Hey, did R. Kelly know that you were reaching out to Faith Rogers? So on and so forth. So, maybe that theory doesn't work. Maybe Don hasn't flipped. They're just simply linking these two cases together so they can first prove Don, because it's going to be easy to prove that Don's guilty. In my personal opinion, it's going to be pretty easy to prove that Don is guilty because they have the phone records. They have a witness against Don. They have cell phone pings to show where Don was. They just have a lot of information against Don. And plus, he called the police department. He tried to call Star 67, and that doesn't work when you're calling the authorities. They have all this evidence against Don. So honestly, it's going to be like shooting crabs in the bucket. When it comes down to Don. So maybe they're thinking it's really easy to prove that Don is guilty. Let's go ahead and tie him in to R. Kelly's case so that once we prove Don is guilty, then we're going to be able to get more ammunition against R. Kelly. That's my theory. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I off? Am I not making sense? Leave your questions and comments below. Like, share, and subscribe.